Yeah, the AFK packing. Yeah, I know. I'm glad, honestly. I'm glad. Because back in the day, I made a video. Actually, let's rewatch that video. I'm actually curious to see like how it translated from to 2023. Top 5 reasons why Black Desert Online sucks. I made this 6 years ago. All right, let's see.
Today I'm gonna give you my 5 reasons.
Oh my god, it sounds like I'm
talking like this.
Sucks.
Look at my like to dislike ratio. 179 to 114.
I think this is one of the most ridiculous things that a game could possibly have.
First thing I talk about.
Mainly it has to do with the fact that I have to leave my computer on for 50 plus hours in order to get my strength up to where it's maxed out at about level 30. And I left my character running for probably about 8 hours or something. I left just this auto walking back and forth shit. I was barely able to get level 4 in strength after 8 hours of doing this.
You see how crazy that was? After 8 hours, I was only able to get to 4 levels. Like, that shit is insane. Pretty much this was the main reason why I rage quit back in the day. This and also the grind was really bad. So like going forward, I pretty much told myself if I was gonna ever play Black Desert Online again, I'm never going to do AFK anything. I don't want to AFK shit. No AFK fishing, no AFK farming, nothing. Like, everything is just gonna be I play it and that's it. And it worked because they actually changed a lot of aspects of this game, made it look way better. You could still AFK a lot of things in this game, but you don't actually have to if you don't want to. I really wish that they would make it so that your character can be set up to do something AFK. So let's say like fishing, for example, set it up to do the fishing, but then maybe have an option where you could log out the game, like shut it off completely, but it will still continue to fish as much as it can until it gets full on inventory, or you know, the usual shit. And then when you log back in, you'll still be at the same spot, still trying to do that task or whatever. So it's like your character is basically living in the world, even though you technically logged off. Like, that would have been better. That way you don't have to put so much strain on your computer to leave that shit on for like 17 hours. You know, like, because I was thinking about it too, like, hey, why can't we just play the Black Desert Online mobile app game? But the mobile app game is different from the actual real game. It's not the same game. So you can't do it with that either. So like, I kind of wish that they would do something with that and make AFK farming a little bit more accessible. Like something you could just set up and just forget. Let's see. Appearance and changes. This never changed.
Character appearance and costumes. I just hit level 50 the other day.
Silverweight. Yeah.
I noticed that my
Silverweight was the main reason why I was doing the package thing. Like, I was like farming that for hours. Look at my weight in the video. I'm at 310 out of 400 weight, and look at the materials that I have in there. It's not a lot of materials. Like, in this game right now, in the current state of the game, I would not be full like that. And it's because I have $15,000 in silver. So like, I'm already like over encumbering myself because of all that money I have. It was ridiculous back in the day. It was real bad.
Character didn't change a single bit as far as looks. She basically has the same exact dress. The only thing that changed is probably the leggings, because I put boots on that put little leggings on. There's no way to change your costume unless you go into the cash shop and spend
look at me.
money to get
which they never really changed or addressed the whole like issue with costumes and stuff like that. Because it would have been nice if there was some kind of transmog system in this game where you get a piece of gear and it looks a certain way, and make it similar to like Hogwarts style, where you could literally transmog anything, no cost, no bullshit, and like look as cool as you want to with the stuff you've collected. Probably another game that did it really well was Guild Wars 2 is another game that did it really well, where you can transmog a lot of things. Star Wars The Old Republic also did transmog pretty good. But I think probably the best I've ever seen with the transmog is definitely Hogwarts and Guild Wars 2. Like, they did a really good job with that. Well, the best looking gear is locked behind the gem store, which Guild Wars 2 does a good job with converting. So like, you can take money from in-game and then convert it to gems, even though it takes like an eternity to grind. It's not that easy. but it still at least gives you a fighting chance to be able to do that, to be able to eventually get, you know, a piece from the cash shop. So that's good. At least they give you something. But in Black Desert, they do have the option now, because you could buy costumes from the cash shop on the auction house, but it's just it's almost like super RNG, because the chances of you winning out of thousands of other people that put like a pre-order in is pretty much impossible. Like it's almost impossible. So I don't know, man. Like that doesn't really translate too well. Like it's better in Guild Wars 2 than it is in Black Desert. All right, let's see what else we got.
Explorer's package. The Traveler's package.
Oh, I was complaining about this. This is not even a big deal anymore. This doesn't even matter.
Package. It's the pet, the horse, and the horse flute. That's the main reason why I bought this package, because I thought originally that the horse was going to be a mission to get, because in most MMOs they make you suffer through like 40 levels of grinding, and then they finally let you ride the horse.
I'm more referring to Final Fantasy 11, because back in the day, Final Fantasy 11, to get the chocobo, you had to go through some bullshit. Like you had to feed it, you had to do a bunch of missions, and it took like weeks, like literal real life weeks, to be able to eventually get the chocobo for yourself. Like it was insane. So yeah, these, I guess the Traveler pack, Explorer pack thing doesn't matter anymore, because honestly a lot of this stuff is pretty accessible now. They made it way better. Character bound items, there's still
pretty much everything
some of that.
From character to character. Horses, pets.
Oh, I don't see family inventory. So they didn't have family inventory back in the day.
Can be traded, but the horse flute can't. The horse flute is character bound.
Yeah, it still is today.
I claimed it from the website, and you can only claim this on one character. So I claimed it on a character I didn't really care for. And now it's stuck on that one character that I don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
And this flute is only available on the cash shop. So you have to spend.
Now it's also on the auction house. You could buy it on the auction house. But yeah, it goes back to the same bullshit of the RNG chance of like competing with 1,000 other people that want to get the flute also, and then you're hoping that somebody is gonna go on there, buy a flute and put it on the auction house just to make some quick money or whatever. But it just doesn't happen often enough for it to matter. So yeah, it's pretty much a cash shop item, because if you want it in a reasonable amount of time, then yeah, you're gonna be spending real life money for that. Which the horse flute is not like super necessary, but honestly, like it's a godsend. Especially I have the horse flute, I have the actual the big one. I don't remember what it's called, celestial flute or whatever the fuck it is. I have it on 2 characters, so I have it on my Sage and I have it on my Corsair, and I bought that with real life money. So I got them both on sale, and I had coupons that I used. So I got them both, I think, for a total of maybe $30. So that's actually pretty good, I think, compared to normal price, which is like fucking 50 or 60 bucks for those things individually. Like it's pretty insanely expensive. So yeah, so it was nice to be able to get those on those characters, because the coolest thing is that you could call your horse from wherever the fuck you are. No matter where you are on the map, like you could be like on the other side of the planet and your horse is on the other side, and you call that bitch and boom, like it just teleports to you. So like that was really good for like farming and stuff, because then you can just load your horse with all your loot and then just keep grinding, so you can put them in a safe spot and all that. Like it's definitely like a really good investment if you plan on like maining a character. But it sucks that you can't trade it among characters. It would be so much better if you could.
The game, or at least if they were adjusted in a way that just made more sense, then maybe this game could actually do very well.
See, I cared about this game, but still people disliked the fuck out of my video, and it hurt my feelings. Actually, I don't really give a shit about dislikes. Honestly, that's why in the end of my videos, I always say like or dislike my video. I don't give a shit. Like I really don't care about the like or dislike ratio. There's a lot of people that actually care a lot about that, and I'll get comments sometimes they're like, oh look how many thumbs down it is. No wonder why this video sucks. Oh, no wonder why this guy sucks. You know, like it's always stuff like that, and I'm just like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like likes and dislikes, they're all the same to me. It's still attention. It's the video's still getting views. I really don't give a shit. I'm just gonna say what I want, and this is just my opinion, and that's it. Pretty much, like, if you think about it, every single video that's on YouTube is somebody's opinion, right? Because it's never like a accumulated thought of the whole entire like Reddit community and forums and all that stuff that they make videos on. It's always somebody's opinion on how they feel about a game. Like, especially when it comes to reviews. When somebody's reviewing a game, they're doing their opinion on it, the person that played it. Even IGN. If IGN is going to go do a review, it's a review of the person that played the game, not the entire company of IGN. You know, they didn't all sit together and then went into a committee and sat around a round table and figure out what we're going to give it a score for. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally just the one person that reviews it, and that's it. And they send it out. So if that person just didn't like that type of game, then it sucks that they picked that person for that review. But at the same time, that's their opinion. So, like, you just got to take it with a grain of salt, pretty much. That's why I tell people all the time, like, if you didn't like my review, then just go make your own review, or just fucking go play it yourself. Like, whatever. Like, why does it matter? Why are you gonna come over here and try to defend yourself or try to like change my mind? You're not gonna change my mind, because I already made up my mind. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. If I like it, then I like it, and that's it. Period. GG. So yeah, BDO went through a lot of change, so this video is pretty much irrelevant now. I just leave it up because, you know, it's just history. It's history now. But yeah,